Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Morning Markets from the team at True Potential. The first episode of 2021, so I'd just like to wish everybody a happy new year and all the very best for 2021. Through 2020, we approached asset markets through a set of lenses, and those set of lenses remain as relevant as we go into 2021 as they were in 2020. So just as a bit of a reminder, how did we approach COVID-19 and its impact on markets? Well, we looked at restrictions and the impact that was having on economic activity and then the recovery in activity trends. We focused on fiscal support measures. We looked at monetary support. We also focused in on the medical advances initially, the treatments for COVID-19, then the development of vaccines, and then into 2021 it will certainly be about the rollout of the vaccine or the immunisation programme. We also looked at political risk that initially focused on the relationship between the US and China, presidential election in the US, and then also Brexit, two of which have passed and have moved on. Presidential election process, yes, a little bit fraught, but we now know that Joe Biden is president-elect, and the Brexit process has completed with an agreement that came into operation from the 1st of January. Looking ahead to 2021, what will that hold? There is a sense of cautious optimism given some of the factors that we've touched on over the past number of months, particularly as it relates to the rollout of the vaccine programme and immunisations, but also the fact that we still have very significant monetary support and also fiscal support for economies across the globe at this point in time. We also do have high savings rates, which will support consumption once we get to see a return to normal consumption patterns by consumers. We've seen that through 2020 that there will be various different bumps and pieces of volatility within the markets as we transition through that, and that will be no different to 2021. We still expect to see a volatile journey as we transition through the various immunisation rollouts across the globe. Looking ahead to this week, we'll return to looking at how the economic indicators that we get impact asset pricing. Some of the key data points this week, we'll be looking at the Fed minutes, which will come out in the middle of the week. That will reflect their discussions in December, and particularly be looking for any indication of possible future directions of monetary policy from that. Although, as we have discussed over the past months, the direction of monetary policy is very much dependent and interlinked with the direction of COVID-19 and where restrictions on activities or not are related to that. We'll also at the end of the week have in the US the jobs report, which will give us some sense of the stalling in the recovery in the jobs market that we saw in the latter half of 2020, and we'll be looking to see what magnitude that was in December. Across the globe, we'll also be getting purchasing managers indices, and I'll come on and touch on a couple that we've had overnight in Asia in a moment or two. On the political front, there's quite an important runoff in the US this week in Georgia, so that is for the two remaining Senate seats in Georgia. That's important. If the Democrats do win both, they would have effective control of the Senate. It would be split 50-50. But the Vice President would have the casting vote. And that could be a very important point for asset markets because of what it could mean for further fiscal support in the US. So we'll watch that and look to update you as we get details of that coming through later in the week. This morning we've had a number of PMI data points across Asia. In China with the Casson, the private survey, which came in at 53. That compares to 54.9 last month, so a slight deterioration, but it's still in expansion territory. And then across in other areas of Asia, we had Japan with the PMI there touching 50 for the first time since April 2019. so it's an expansion number, very close to it. And then also in South Korea and Taiwan, we had strong PMI readings as well this morning. Equity markets in Asia are in positive territory, and futures markets at this point in time are pointing to a positive open for both the European, UK and US markets. That's it for today. Please join us again tomorrow. Thank you.
Subscribing to True Potential YouTube channel is quick and easy. Simply go to your YouTube app on your phone, type in True Potential and press the red subscribe option. You'll then be notified as and when new videos are released.